Well, that's a first. This looks like a playable hand off the 7-card draw, which hasn't happened 2 games in a row, so that's nice. We've got our turn 1 Howling Brave, turn 2 Totem with the Stone Skin to protect it right away with the Howling Brave's free resource. I like that. Oops, didn't have fun. Good luck, have fun. So I really like having the Living Totem in this hand especially. Helps us to ramp into our Forgotten Lord and King Gabriel, giving us something to do in the meantime while we wait to have the resources. The Howling Brave, interesting. So if we have 2 Howling Braves out, we can use the charge power to ready an extra time, getting 2 resources from each. Very useful. We're playing against a wild deck. I feel like we don't have to save the Stone Skin for anything right away here. I'm going to go ahead and bring out another Howling Brave. Against a Ruby deck I wouldn't have done this. Against a Blood deck I wouldn't have. Against a Sapphire I wouldn't have. Even against a Diamond deck I wouldn't have. So hopefully he's not splashing any of those colors. I believe most of those removal cards are 2 threshold though, so we should be okay. Basically, any other situation, yes, I would want to keep that 1 resource behind for Stone Skin. Yeah, he must be playing straight wild because Chlorophilia is hard to splash. It's 2 threshold cost, and the 2 threshold you gain from it aren't worthwhile in many other decks. Looks like he's going for the fatties. He's got a Mammoth Squirrel Titan charge ability, which costs 8. Wouldn't mind a resource on this draw. Perfect. So with this resource, and with these 2 Howling Braves, let's see, let me count. I've got 4 right off the bat. 5. I can cast King Gabriel if I use my charge ability. That's awesome. That's an awesome 3rd turn play. 3rd turn, 4th turn, I think. No, it's 3rd turn. So, gain a resource, or threshold I should say. Gain a threshold. I'm going to go all out because I want that 1 for the Stone Skin, just in case. He might not have anything, but the Howling Brave isn't really much of an attacker anyway, so doesn't hurt me. I'll go ahead and tap him. So, King Gabriel, when you cast him, brings out Bold Heart. So he prevents any damage that will be dealt to Gabriel. So as long as he stays alive, we've got a Steadfast who's invincible. incredibly strong for a third turn. This is a amazing hand in this game. Oh, Fist of Brigadon. So he's invincible and has Crush, and he's a 6/6, but he must swing every turn, so he's not a very good defender. He can only be used to defend on the turn that he's brought in, or if readied by One Eye Open. Or another card that'll ready a troop. Ooh. Now if Fist wasn't invincible, this Heroic Inspiration would be a fantastic draw. It still might actually really help us, because I can give Living Totem Life Drain, and then use Heroic Inspiration just afterward, and at least nullify an attack. It won't kill the Fist, but he's got to attack, so he can't defend the next turn. I think that's what I'm going to do, so I'm going to hold back for a turn. Or I could play Forgotten Lord. No. No, I'll leave him for now. It's interesting, a card like Fist of Brigadon can turn the match around so quickly. As we can see, there's an overwhelming card advantage on the board for our side, but we still weren't able to attack safely with anything that turn, unless I wanted to waste the resources on Living Totem to give him flight. Of course, he has to attack. And it's given him Wild Growth. So, we're still out of range of him. Unless he's got something else in his hand that costs less than 3 and can be used as a buff. I feel like it's possible. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the plan that I had before. Life Drain. Pass to the block phase, block. And Heroic Inspiration. So he won't kill the Fist, but we'll get 10 health, which will buy us a lot of time. Unfortunately he has, oh, Crush won't matter because we have more than 10 health, that's good. Ah! Invincible actually prevents damage, so the Life Drain actually didn't do anything. That is unfortunate. Good information to know, though. I'm gonna grab a diamond resource, because we do have that resurrection for later on, if we draw it. I think I'm gonna want to... Yeah, Stone Skin isn't super vital against this deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Forgotten Lord after my attack phase. I don't think he can kill Bold Heart, so I should be safe attacking with Gabriel, and I can buff Living Totem if need be. Okay, so he's double blocking that totem. Let's see, I need to do 3 damage to take him out. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. But he would know that. He's got 3 resources in his hand. It's possible that he has an answer here. He's gonna make me waste my chance to cast Forgotten Lord. If he's playing on the mark, and he wouldn't have done this unless it was safe. I'm just gonna hope that he wasn't. And go ahead and buff for 3/3. I want that Dandelion Sprite to go first, because he's a flyer. And he didn't have any answers, so that's interesting. That worked out really well. Okay, so he has just 1 resource short, 1 charge. No, actually he's missing quite a few because he used that Chlorophylia. No charges with that. Let's see. If I Alpha Strike next turn, that's... he can block 6. And I do 8 damage. It looks like I can still win the game if I attack with everything, unless he has something up his sleeve. But Wild isn't a very tricky shard, so the chances of that are fairly slim. I'm going to go ahead and attack with everything I've got. He can block Bold Heart or Grey Wind. And he will, but I'll still deal enough damage to finish the game. And good game, CZENOTTUS.